Because there is power when you fix your abilities and show that you know what ascending means. Most of you here don't like ascending.
Hello my wonderful viewers, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Agapen TV. I'm right on Agapen TV. Please, if you are coming first on my channel, don't forget to subscribe, share and like our videos. We are right here with a man of God, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome and Prophet Tubet Angel. Prophet Tubet Angel has come out to talks about the experience he had with Pastor Chris in Lagos. Please let's just get into the video and listen what he says. Please don't forget to subscribe, share and like all our videos. Thank you as you listen. Bye.
Because it's painful. It is like going uphill and you're trying to achieve something that you have never achieved before. And when you ascend, it takes time. It takes time until you like it. Whenever I go to Nigeria, at one time we had a service, and that service was 11 hours long. Do you understand? No break, no singing, just Pastor Chris preaching and teaching. Imagine the hours. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then he says, now we can go on break. 1 hour, come back. And we come back and he's already standing there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He said, now, the other ones who are living outside of the camp, they can go now. People start moving. Everyone who lives around here should stay. We are doing 3 hours of sailing. Sailing. I told you, Honorable Bozinda thought we were sailing. So, 10 p.m. I'm standing there. The clock is running. Prophetess has already started in the system. He started asking, Dad, how many boats? The people we have are too many. And are we going to fit in all this? I said, no. This sailing, we are already in the boat now. He was looking around like, these people are still standing here. We should be sailing. And then Pastor would just put his hands back like this. And don't think you raise his head. No. With no mic. Just go. He never looks back. The watch is there. He has no watch. He doesn't wear watches. There's no watch. He's just. Have you ever prayed for the men of God to remember the time? Like, God, touch your servant's heart. Touch him, please. That's why I repented. I'm now finishing check 3, 2, I leave. I'll be sitting there after 3 hours, as if by clockwork, by the Spirit of God, he just goes. He approaches the stage. No alarm anywhere. No. 3 hours later, grabs the mic and prays for the last time. And people go. Now imagine the discipline of knowing it's not yet 3 hours. By your spirit. We know you. If you try to pray for an hour, after 5 minutes you think you've done 30 minutes, you go. You start correcting your time. One time we did 2 hours. 2 hours. He said we were going to do 2 hours. I know. 1:30, 1 hour. So 1 hour is done. Me, Angel. I looked at the watch and I realized there was a mistake now. The clock had frozen on 25 minutes. I did another 5 minutes of praying for the clock. And I saw Pastor raised his hand when 1 hour. I knew 1 hour is now this 1 hour. He lifted it and got there and he saw the clock. And he continued. And then clock started moving. I said, God, I thought you have heard our prayers. Oh. One day he said, let's pray for England. Oh, that's the country I call my second home. So I had many things to say. And then tongues and knowledge and tongues and non-language. England, the conservative this and the conservative. Hey! We finished 1 hour. Then he says, let's pray for China. What do I know about China? Hong Kong, Guangzhou. That's it. And what am I going to say about these things? Now you just go like, God, I'm just going to go into tongues. You know what China needs. 3 hours. Done. Now you can go home. Tomorrow again, 7 a.m. service starts. For 7 days straight. If you're not a Christian, you will lose Jesus. Now here, 5 minutes you'll be complaining. We need to go home. Listen to me. Be rich. Have the money to go with.
You know, parents somehow compete among themselves. They use their children to fight, compete. They're happy. Really think that the Lord has been gracious to you. You want to show it. There are things we do in love for Jesus Christ, right? And very simple words. He says, if you love me, keep my commandments. Keep my word. Do what I tell you. If you love me, do what I tell you. It's as simple as that. He didn't say, if you love me, sing to me. If you love me, dance for me. Like some people say that on Thanksgiving Day. They are really going to dance for Jesus to know how grateful they are. He's not asking for your dance. If you love me, do what I tell you. And one of the major things he asks you to do is what? Win souls. So if you love Jesus, win souls. It's a measure of your love. You don't want someone getting mad at you for talking about Jesus Christ. So you're careful. You don't want to go too far for Jesus Christ. But if you love Him, you don't care. You're going to talk about Him anyway. Oh, there are many of you who were thrown out of your parents' home or your spouse's home because of Jesus. So next time you talk about Jesus, you leave this house. You say, I'm ready. I can't stop talking about Him. They say, don't talk about Jesus in the office. You say, I can't stop. I can't stop. Then they say, all right, then go. You say, I quit. But the other guy who loves little, he will come and warn you. Be careful. Use wisdom. You don't have to preach Jesus everywhere. Don't talk about Him here. When we close, you can always talk about Jesus outside. Now they're very spiritual. They're going to counsel you. Tell you where to talk about Jesus Christ. How they have been able to maintain their wonderful position by hiding their identity. They don't talk about Jesus. So if you would just keep Jesus aside, you get the promotions. The boss will love you. They don't know who you are. You're not there to try to get the boss's favor. You're there to win the boss to Jesus Christ. If he doesn't follow, he will soon find out who is the real boss. Do you know you're offending the boss? Say, my dad is the boss. You have no fear of man. Never have any fear of man. All those panic attacks that Satan uses in deceiving. Something happens and your heart starts beating real fast. Say, no! No! Talk to your heart. Say, no! I refuse to fear. Don't allow it. Say, I'm in control. You know, parents somehow compete among themselves. They use their children to fight, compete. They're happy. They greet themselves. But they're in competition with their children. They use their children. It's ungodly. It's fleshly. Don't get into it. And don't let anybody pull you into it. It's very fleshly. It's not good. One of the challenging things that ultra-modern parents, whether you are a single mother or you and a husband are raising kids, they are led by their children. They give an uncanny credit to the wisdom of their children. If there's anything you ought to know about children, the Bible tells you foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. They're born with foolishness. That's why they're called children, not because they're small. Their minds are also undeveloped. So he says the rod of correction. That means if you correct them, you will drive away foolishness from them. Many don't correct their children. They follow their children. Yes, you're proud of your daughter. You're proud of your son. That's wonderful. It's great to be proud of them. I mean, every little development that you observe in them makes you excited. That's normal. Especially mothers. No matter how smart your child is, he or she is still a child. Always remember that. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, from verse 16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child. When your king is a child, when you are led by a child, it says, woe unto you. Verse 17. Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nothers. That means one who has been trained, refined character. Isaiah chapter 3 verse 4. And I will give, look at this, it's a judgment. And I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them. When a child decides what happens in the home, the child has said, we're not going to church, we can't go to church today. Children learn very quickly how to be in control. They learn it very quickly. Very quickly. They know how to put you under pressure. They learn it quickly. A child must be disciplined. If you don't discipline the child, then you are raising a thug. Someone who's going to do you harm someday. A dangerous person in society. I told you, to be a mother is about a future. So what's the future of the child you are raising? What is the future of this child? Do you know that you can determine the future of the child and therefore the future of others in his world? Praying for your children is very important. It's one of your major responsibilities. And you can't handle it lightly. Because once you have a child, a future has been entrusted to you. If the child becomes a blessing to others, credit to you. If the child becomes a worry to others, blame on you.